very, very happy and pleased to have three of my closest friends here in the SBM boardroom. NIYO, I think, has been the forerunner in the amalgamation of banking, technology and customer. When we talk about fintech, people end up talking about technology and banking. What people miss out is the customer. One fintech which is different from most of the fintechs that I have seen and I've had the pleasure of work with is NIYO. Compliments to the team. You guys are above 3 million customers and more than 11,000 odd corporates. I'm very proud of our association and I take this opportunity to welcome you to our head office and talk to you about you. What makes NIYO what it is? NIYO is not the app. NIYO is not the customer service. NIYO is the sum together of the experiences which the co-founders as well as the founding team members bring. So let's have a little conversation about it. When I was starting with you, wanted to do a quick flashback to your childhood, the inspiration, right? Were you in a family of many entrepreneurs? What was it like?
So childhood memories. I was in Libya, so that's something special. 5-6 years, did my 10th in Libya. So always wanted to do, explore the world. And when the career started, it was all India. So the best we could look at, always aspired to do, was to travel, do something related to travel. So if you look at all my childhood dreams, what I want to do, majority of it will revolve around travel.
I see you are a very avid traveler even in the days of Corona. So I think you must be one of the first travelers out of India. As soon as the government allowed, you traveled out. And even today, I think not only do you enjoy travel, I see in you that whether the product that you use is NIYO or not, there's an innate desire in you to improve the product.
So my principle in life is, if money allows, travel.
So very interesting. How about you, Viren?
I've been my first earliest memories was I saw a plane flying overhead. I wanted to be a pilot. Till the time I heard that one of my distant uncles was a Navy sailor, so I wanted to be a sailor. By that time I realized and did through my schooling, I thought maybe engineering is the best thing to do. Then someone told me, look, if you gotta be, then doctor is making, probably do MBBS. Believe it or not, actually in my 11th or 12th grade, I had this feeling that I should do 10-12 degrees because I do not know which one I will end up with.
Given the theme of travel and airline, Vineet, did you have air hostesses in your building or what brought you to this company?
Actually, so in Mumbai I stay very near to the airport, so you know. But jokes apart, I think that entire product got constellation on a flight along with Vinay. And it just happened like this, we get into a conversation about Vinay's travel, his experiences, then why people are not disrupted this space. And that was 1.5 hour flight from Bombay to Bangalore where the NIYO Global got discussed and started.
Super interesting. So how did you guys come together? Were you all working together somewhere?
Yeah, so I worked closely with Vinay in Standard days, and that's I know Vinay, and Viren obviously are running this NIYO.
Yeah, so for both of us, both Vinay and me, this is a second arranged
marriage
thing in our life. One is the arranged marriage, the second is the arranged partnership. We are very proud of both our achievements so far.
How did you come to the name?
Very simple, we were genius. So, but jokes apart, we were actually looking at a few things, right? And then, and we couldn't finalize on anything, basically. And said, okay, the only thing we knew is that it need to be new. So we started looking for basically, words which rhymes with NIYO. We came up with NIYO, matrix wala NIYO.
Yeah.
That came up. Maybe we'll run into copyright issues with this. And he said, okay, so let's do a wordsmith on that. Let's do NIYO.
Okay.
Okay, and we booked that domain and everything. Till the time astrologer told us, look, don't tell me that I didn't warn you. So then we started looking at vowel substitution. We zeroed down on NIYO.
Nice.
And that's how we basically came and settled on this thing. Turned out, it basically worked out quite well for us. The astrologer signed on it. The word was also fairly good. The domain was available and said, okay, yeah, let's run with it.
So how did you define these very different customer needs?
So we looked at two, three criteria. One, the segment we do, we should be at least able to attract 1 million customers. So any segment we pick up, 1 million customers agar nahi honge, it's not for us because we are in retail banking. The second, we should be definitely innovating on the product we are doing. If there is no innovation to be done in the segment, no point in doing it. And third, we have to be better than anybody else who's there in the segment. So these three things, we looked at every product, which segment we want to go after, depending on what product capability was there. So 2016, prepaid was available. Now, what is the best thing you can do with a prepaid card? So we were the first fintech in India to bring an IFSC code and account number to a prepaid product, making it as good as a savings account for anybody who doesn't want to deposit more than 1 lakh.
Could you explain that because not many people will understand because you have put it a little technically.
Now basically adding a virtual account to a prepaid card.
Yeah.
So it looked like a savings account but behaved like a prepaid. So anybody who is not crossing the prepaid threshold could actually use it almost like a savings account. And we realized that this segment is best suited for Bharat, where people don't need to deposit more than 1 lakh, 2 lakh. And then they did not have a mobile app which was really best in class, because all mobile apps were designed for rich people.
Which is true.
So we did a mobile app which was designed for somebody who cannot read. So the mobile app spoke to you.
Very
so you don't need to be literate. One, it spoke to you in 11 languages. So anywhere in India you want to press Tamil, it will speak to you in Tamil. And that was the first bank app of its kind, and today we dominate the segment because of that innovation.
Super interesting.
Unlike other products, we never really marketed a product. It was purely word of mouth. Customers asked for it, we gave to first 100, 1,000, 10,000. Suddenly we had a lakh customer on our books using NIYO Global Card. And there's so many amazing customer stories about that, right? Some student calling up, yeah, I saved so much money because of NIYO Global. There was a group of people from IIM going abroad for some study tour. Everybody took a card. And they reached out to us after 1 year. The earlier group took that NIYO Global Card, can we get it? So that's the kind of product we built in NIYO Global. Touch upon.
Yeah, I have to tell you this thing. The first set of 3 Rafales that came in India, the pilots were actually on NIYO.
NIYO Global.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not know this.
Yes.
The Rafales which we purchased and it came into India, the pilot was carrying a
NIYO Global Card.
Yeah.
Such a proud moment for me.
Yeah.
IIM's first customer, IIM Lucknow,
One kid.
Today, every single IIM in India, the most popular card is NIYO
NIYO
Global.
Global.
One customer stuck on a Germany airport, Frankfurt,
Yes,
I think.
Frankfurt.
It was, and that time, Vineet were customer support executives. So she called and said, I am in Germany airport, your card is not working. But then the card was not working, and all of us were feverishly looking, what has happened? Because the customer is stuck. Finally, we realized, oh, lock unlock, when I was unlock nahi kar card ko. I called her. And I told, can you please unlock the card, it will work. Don't worry. Otherwise, Vineet arranged for somebody, because he's the most connected guy I know. So he arranged for somebody to be there at a Germany airport, outside the airport with cash, in case the card didn't work. Thankfully.
What drives you? Is it the top line, bottom line, what we read, or is it the customer journey? Because I see this lot of joy when you are recounting the customer journeys and customer stories.
My first job was with TCS, right? And they put you through this 3 months of, drive, where they basically give you soft skills, software, technology development, training, etc., and all that. So that is all part of that. So for me, it's always been about, how technology can touch lives. As cliche as it sounds, this has been the motivating factor.
If there is one line which can define it.
So if you say one line which defines the product, and particularly the entire collaboration with SBM, and we have been thinking about this one punchline, right? So we say that travel globally was always there, right? But spend globally and save locally.
So Vinay, what inspires you?
Better NPS score, only one.
Yeah.
Every morning, how do you get to a better NPS score? Everything else will follow.
Couple of quick rapid fire questions, right? Name somebody who has really inspired you in life, Vinay.
Jack Welch.
You want to change to... Vineet, what's your key strength?
Networking.
Wow.
Viren, how many hours do you do in a day? Work?
Like 12.
Thank God for not asking me that question. Very...
Name a movie you would recommend.
Movie I recommend.
Quick, you lose point.
Sholay, okay.
What do you do in your free time?
Watch movies, including Sholay.
Invite two famous people for lunch.
Amitabh Bachchan, Sachin Tendulkar.
Oh God. Invite two famous people for lunch.
So, Richard Branson and Roger Federer.
Two people.
Gods, Amitabh Bachchan, Sachin Tendulkar.
But they're already there for
Bollywood
lunch
cricket.
with him.
I'll join the lunch.
What's a quality you always look for in people that you hire?
I think in hiring, very cliche, fire in the belly.
That's not really a cliche, and I'm with you that how difficult you will find it in many people that you see.
Trustworthy and loyalty would click for me.
I would say attention to details.
Now, what's your key strength?
Execution.
Execution.
I mentioned network.
Perfect. So that was very well played. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
There's no
Great.
coffee hamper, but you guys had coffee already. Thank you.